Hello, my name is Marty DeGarmo. Invited you to this sit down with me and Mike. Most of you have looked at our ad, or you found out about what we're involved in, and you wanted some info. Well, first, let me kind of tell you a little bit about myself. I've been online since 2004. I saw business online as a way to make extra money and maybe even, walk away from my job. Well, it turned out not to be quite as easy as I thought it was. But I did learn as I went. A few years ago, about 5 years ago now, I met Mike Ellis here. We've worked together, like I said, 5 years. And for the last 4 of those 5 years, we tried to find something that anyone could do. It'll stay strong if the economy drops, because in a lot of businesses, when you're in it, first thing they drop off is the lotions and potions and whatever else they're in. What's beautiful about what we're doing here in this business is the product itself is a moneymaker. And it's pretty cool because from day one, you can actually get into this business and start making money. And that was something we were looking for. We were also looking for something that anybody could do. You don't need to be a graduate from college to be able to do it. And we wanted it able to any age, any country, anything. So we got into this business, and I was so happy over it. I know Mike was, and Dan's here, and he really felt the same way. And we started using this product. It started making money, and we thought, wow, this is unbelievable. Now, in my case, I wanted to build a business, so that was important to me too. And this I'll get into that later more, but this had all that, all the stuff that I was looking for 15 years, all the boxes were checked. And I said, wow, this is unbelievable. And the main thing for tonight is, what do we have for you? What do we have to offer you? How can we help you? Now, we all assume that we're all trying to make more money for our families. Some of us want to get out of debt. Some of us might want a new car. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Some of us are in our 50s like moi. And the system I was on before, I'll never be able to retire. Never. And it's not like I'm looking to retire, but I'd like to have some freedom. I'd like to have the option to do what I want. That's all. And with this system, it knocks out years and years and years and decades of working like a mule, trying to save. I mean, I tried to save, and then life tells you what you can and can't do, whether you want to or not. All of my grandchildren live here. My daughter's children, we actually have custody of. And you got to adjust. And during that adjustment, maybe money doesn't flow as easy. And the only reason I'm relating that to you is because I want to let you know that nobody's position is any too much different than everybody else. Everybody wants to get what they can for their family. They have a plan in their head, and I'm 25 years old, and I'm going to retire at 60, and I'm going to have a lot of money and no debt. That was a plan then, and it feels like a few years later, I'm down in my 50s, and it'll be the same thing for everybody out there. I thought I knew everything. But anyway, so that's where we're at, and I'll get back into why I think we have the best thing to offer people. Now I'm going to introduce Mike Ellis, my friend, my business partner, and he's going to chat with you about himself.
Relate to the to life. If you look at the if you look at the American population, we're all pretty much in the same boat. Really, really difficult to retire. Really, really difficult to get ahead. really difficult to have more money than you have bills at the end of the month. And I think we can all relate to that. My life has pretty much been that way. I've had some good years, but the good years never outweighed the bad years. And what Marty and I were looking for the past 5 years is a way to really find that financial freedom, build wealth online, and really have it transferable to whoever, your kids, your family, whoever it is. And for a very, very long time, we didn't have all the pieces that was necessary to bring people in and have them be successful. We've been in many, many things over the years, and Marty and I have flat out just dropped them. And it's not because we weren't making money, because Marty and I, we've been doing very, very well for the last 2 years. About 2 years ago, we just figured it out, how to make money online, and we started doing very, very well. But we got into things that we just dropped because the people that we were bringing in, they just couldn't do it. They didn't have the skill sets that we had, and they didn't have 5 or 6 or 7 years to learn those skill sets. Now, what's happened today is we have all those pieces, and that's what we're going to be sharing with you tonight is not only what it's doing for us, but what it can do for you. And it's really some pretty cool things. If you're looking for a way to come online, take care of retirement, build your finances, build wealth, and really have walk-away income at the end of the day. And that's what we're all here for, guys. I don't care who you are. If you're here, if you're listening to this Zoom, you're here because you want walk-away income. You're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, and it's time to make a difference in your life and your family's life. Marty, where do you want to go from here?
Well, I see that Dan Street's here. He's another business associate of ours. He's so busy we don't know if he's going to show up. So he did make it. I would like him to introduce himself and give his perspective on. He's in a very awesome profession, but very busy, and he works. He's on call and all that good stuff. And he'd be better explaining that than I am, and he can tell you why also he's looking for something like this. See, it's everybody. It's all walks of life. Let me unmute him. Hello, Dan.
Hello, Marty. Hello, Mike and Mark. Yeah, well, thanks. Both of you really hit on some key points here that apply to everybody that I know. And I have been involved in the medical profession for 25 years. And whereas I have a job and I've been blessed and it's been a rewarding profession, I do not have control of my time. It's a very stressful job. I'm a medical device salesperson. So I work with orthopedic surgeons, hospitals, anesthesiologists. And what's interesting about what we're talking about tonight, I think, is that, we look at this profession and we look at people that are generating an income and working 50 hours, 60 hours a week like I am. And we don't have that time freedom. And we might have some income, but you've got to always take that income and also include the expenses. I work with orthopedic surgeons. Orthopedic surgeons make a tremendous income, not as much as they used to in the past, but they also have malpractice insurance. A lot of young doctors still have their medical loans that they're paying off, and the malpractice insurance can go up to $100,000 to $200,000 a year. And they have overhead of their offices, and they're hiring people. They have so much expense, and so the bottom line is it's the net income that you have and the time freedom that you have. And I haven't seen anything like what we're talking about tonight, the opportunity that we have to, I heard in one of the other webinars, to catch up. There's a lot, even with the income that I've generated over the past 25 years, if I quit tomorrow, would I have enough to retire on? No, I wouldn't. And maintain my existing lifestyle. So what is out there for us to be able to catch up with our income, catch up with our retirement, catch up with living the type of lifestyle that we would like to live in retirement, catch up with just income in general and eliminating debt. And we found it. And you guys have been incredible. I've appreciated your professionalism and your experience in all that you've done and shared with me. So that's what I have right now.
Thanks. Can you guys hear me? Okay. I got all these buttons I got to do. I want to make sure I do it right. Thanks, Dan. I've been working with Dan also for a few years. We all got into this business that we're in now, and I've never been happier, obviously, or I wouldn't be doing this. I'm not what you would call a happy video guy, but I want to share it because I think I know it's going to change a lot of lives, and it could be yours. What we'll do now is we're going to break this down. I want to turn it back over to Mike, and Mike's going to go over the product. What can it do for you? Everything we're going to talk about tonight is what can it do for you. And then you decide, I don't want to do that. That's fine. But we're going to go over exactly what all of this from A to Z can do for you and your family, because that's what you need to hear. You don't need to hear how well somebody else did. You need to hear how well can you do. So here's Mike again.
It gets exciting. What Marty and I have found, and I want to start with our past a little bit. In the past, we would get into programs, get very, very excited about them, and after about 60 days, we'd have to shut it down because the product just didn't deliver what it had. And what we found today is a product that not only is delivering in a really, really big way, but it's going to be here for the next 3, 5, 10, 15 years. And that's so important, whether you're coming in as a customer or you're coming in and you want to do a team build. And Marty's going to get into the team build here in just a little bit. It's when you add the two together, the product and the team build, this thing just knocks it over the top. And I want to talk about the product right now. It's Unify, and Unify is a company that gives us financial information that we have the ability to use or not use. It's all up to us. They never take control of any of our assets. And the information that they give us is to buy and sell Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Most of you already know that. And these signals are truly setting people free. If you've seen any of the webinars that we've done or our team has done, you know that Einstein said that compounding was the eighth wonder of the world. And probably for 20 years of my life, I knew about compounding, but I just didn't know where to go, what vehicle to use to get compounding. What Unify has done, Ron Monterulli, who is the CEO of Unify, he's put together an algorithm that is just phenomenal. And that algorithm gives us signals that we either buy or sell Bitcoin. And over the course, and I can talk about the historical figures that they've gotten with that algorithm, but I don't want to do that. I want to give you real time what's happened to me in, say, the last five weeks. And over the course of the last 5 weeks, I've averaged 6% a week, which is 24% a month. If you know anything about compounding and you're getting 24% a month, it's Katie bar the door, because I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a millennial, you're 20, or you're 45, or you're 65. This will literally set you free. If you're a millennial and you're 20 years old and you wake up in 7 years and you've been in Unify following the signals, at age 27, you're pretty much going to be able to retire. That's my opinion, but that's what the numbers are telling us, and that's what's happening today. If you're 45, you're getting closer to retirement, and you just haven't found a way to make enough money to retire, these signals are unbelievable. Now, they give us two types of signals. The first signal is the universal, and this signal's for the people like Dan, who's extremely busy, working 50, 60 hours a week. And literally, you go in once a day, you check it, and it's going to tell you to either buy, sell, or hold. The majority of the time, all you have to do is look at it and hold. And because of the algorithm that they use with the universal signals, over the course of time, you're going to get about 15% monthly. Now understand, this isn't 15% annually, it's 15% monthly. And I'm going to run over and show you a chart here in just a little bit, but let me go on with the other signals. The other signals are the advanced signals. These signals are for people that can trade more often, that can trade daily. You'll usually get about 2 signals a day, and you need to be there to trade with them. A lot of people can't do that. That's why the universal signals, and we were so happy that Ron introduced the universal signals to us, because people that just don't have the time can get in, use these signals, and really make a huge difference in their life. But the advanced signals, you've got to be around, you've got to know a little bit more about trading, and you have to be there to do the trades. Right now, I'm using the advanced signals. That's where I'm getting 24% a month. And I am going to share my screen. I'm going to run over to a calculator real quick and show you what, share, there we go. This calculator, whoever brought you to this Zoom, go ahead and get with them. They can put you in front of this calculator, and it's really kind of fun to work with. With the advanced signals, I'm getting 24% a month. This calculator only goes up to 12%, but I'll leave it at 8.5. Just a small investment of $500 for 72 months. That's 6 years, and calculate. That's $177,000. If you add $100 a month to that, the numbers start to get extremely large. So whether you're a millennial, all you can put in is $500, you can do extremely well over the course of 6 years. If you're 45, 50, 55, and you're really struggling with retirement, and you have a little bit more money to put in, and again, the person that brought you here, they can get you in front of this calculator and you can play with it. But if you're 45, 50 and you put more money into it, you put a little bit in each month, the figures are just astronomical. And the last slide I want to show you, it's of a gentleman. His name is Aaron Ellis. And Aaron has been trading for about 2 years now, longer than most of the people in Unifi right now. And Aaron, all he does is he follows the signals. That's all he does. And over the course of the last 120 days, he's made $120,000. Now, initially, Aaron came in with 5 Bitcoin, $65,000, and traded that for about 8 months, turned it into a little over $500,000. So he's playing with a lot of money right now. But as we move forward, these testimonials are going to become more and more and more as people do the same thing that Aaron's done over the course of the last year and a half. So when you look at Unifi, number one, the product has to be there. It has to be something that works, that people want to use, and that really is beneficial to them. Unifi with the algorithms, what Ron Monterulli has done, that's a done deal. It's a done deal. If you come in and you're not only looking at the product, but building a business, and Marty's going to get into this in just a second, we've got a trifecta, guys. I mean, this is just phenomenal what we're doing on our team. And I don't care if you come in, you want to build a business, and you've never done it before. With what we're doing on our team right now, we can bring anybody in. I mean anybody that has absolutely no experience online or a ton of experience online, and we will show them things that nobody else online will show you, period. And that's the really exciting thing that's happening with Unifi and with our team build. We're literally changing lives right now, and I want Marty to get into the team build real quick. But Unifi, the product is there. It's stellar. It's powerful. It will change your life. And when we add what Marty is going to share with you, this thing gets extremely exciting. Marty, go ahead and talk about the team build.
Okay, thanks, Mike. One thing I want to add to even what Mike was saying as far as the signals, and you hear the word trading. it's trading. It's not really trading. I mean, it is, but you get a signal. It tells you what to do, and you do it. You either buy or sell. The difference between the two is one, you buy more often and you sell more often, and then the other one is like the universal is 7 times a year you get a signal, average. 7, buy. 2 months later, sell. Sounds like nothing's happening, but that's the numbers Mike showed you on the calculator. But you have to have more time there, like Mike said, to do the advanced, because it might be 2, sometimes 3 signals a day. But don't think, oh, I got to learn how to. You really don't. And it's a little more advanced. You can do stop losses, but that training's there too. And I'm finding people that come in and do universal, as they get used to it, they get into the advanced. It's just a progression. It's comfortable. But it's all set up for anybody that knows nothing. And I knew nothing. But I didn't want to know anything. I just want to compound my money. I'm going to get up front with you. Mike's more into the trading part, but it's phenomenal for anyone. Like we said with Dan here, Dan's working 50, 60 and on call. He can do universal like that. It's easy. Comes out every night for me in the East Coast at 8:03. Boom, hey, buy, sell. I know when it's coming. It's like clockwork. Anyway, let me get into, for everyone out there that loves what we're saying so far, and I would think you would if you want to do it. There's the other part of this, which I really enjoy, is building a business, relationships, seeing other people do well. I love it. Of course, I want to do well. I have no choice. I need to do well. But I love to see other people doing well. And the real neatest thing about Unify and the system that we have is people that never made a dime, besides making the money on these signals, they're going to make money on the signal. A blind mouse could make money on the signals. Okay, that's simple. With the system that we have intertwined with Unify, people that never made money online will. Ever. No matter what they do. I mean, I don't care about training. You got this cassette. I say cassette. That's like 50 years old. But all these training, it's there. And it's there for the beginner, the newbie. Here's what you do. There's a system. Do this. At your pace. You work 3 to 11. You could only work at night. It's your back office. It'll tell you step by step. You start at a certain place. The next day when you come back, it tells you where you left off. We'll show you how to get free training. We can show you personally how to get Facebook leads. I'm sorry, free training. It'll show you how to get free leads. Free. We get free leads every day. Every day. Mike does YouTube. I do YouTube. Dan's starting to do YouTube. There's a lot of leads out there on YouTube that don't cost you a dime. Nothing. It's IQ. You got to get your IQ, financial IQ, and we can show that to you. And on top of that, when I get into the system, we're working with a gentleman. His name is Mike Klingler. If you look online, you know who he is. 7-figure earner. He's even made 8 figures. One time he made $1 million in one day. He's developed a system, and it's a system that you can have, and you get in, and I don't care what your level is. I don't care if you work 60 hours a week. I don't care if you're on call. I don't care who you are. If you follow this system and do what it says, and if you're fortunate enough to work with guys like us, you're going to be successful. I mean that with all my heart. Now, in the system, like I said, you're going to get funnels, more than one. Autoresponders, many different ones. However you're advertising. You're not going to go advertise on your own. You're not going to go, okay, here, go advertise, see you later. You never see us again. No. This system's set up that you build your business off very small amount of people. Everybody gets in business, I can't bring in 10 people. You don't need to. You find 3 you can work with. You find people you would like to work with, big difference. Find 3 people you'd like to work with, you'll be set free. You'll be set free, there's no doubt. I'm seeing it happen now. And the system that you'll be able to hand them, when me and Mike worked in the past, we would start building up, bringing people in. And everybody comes in. Mary, she doesn't know anything about marketing. Next person comes in, he knows a little bit. Next person comes in, he can't turn on a computer. I mean, it's just everybody's different. With this, here you go, Mary, at your pace. And we're here. You're not going to come in and say, oh, where's Marty and Mike and Dan and Fred and John? We're here. There's no doubt about it. And then Mike Kleiner set up this system, like I said, that you can hand to everybody. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And Unified pays their pay structure, reward structure, let's call it. They pay out 60% of what they bring in. And they pay like 12 levels deep. And you focus a little bit. Go for a little bit. Because your main thing, my main thing, I'm not bringing anybody in for myself right now. I'm helping other people build under me. That's the great thing about it. It's not like all for me. Your main ambition is to help somebody else. Of course you want to help you. But if you can help a lot of people become successful, guess what? You're going to be able to do anything you want. You're going to have a lot of free time and get a lot of money to do it. And that's what I love about this. It's what I always wanted. I don't want bringing 10, 5 quit, bringing 17, 3 quit, and then they don't make any money. Guess what's going to happen? 60 days, they're going to quit. I mean, I've seen it over and over and over and over. People get in this business, they start making money with the signal, and then start building a team if you want to. Why would you quit? Oh, I'm tired of making money. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's there, and it's right there. And they got funnels and everything. You can brand yourself. You're not getting in saying, John said, no, it's you. If you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, don't do it. All these options are open for you. I don't like doing videos, but I do them because I see the difference. When people see my name at the bottom of the email, they want to know who I am. Does everybody relate to me? No. I barely relate to me, okay? But you might relate to Dan, you might relate to Mike. It's just the way it is. And you can have fun, make money, and maybe walk, if you want to, walk away from your job someday. And that depends on how hard you work. You work harder, you'll do it sooner. Because remember this, while you're building a business, you're compounding your money every day. Compounding it. You know, you heard that story. Would you want a penny a day, doubled for 30 days, or would you rather have $1 million? Often people say, oh, I want $1 million. Big mistake. Because about the third weekend, you're cranking in the dough. I think it's like $5 or $6 million, maybe even more. That's compounding. We compound, we learn how to compound our money. We compound our time. We compound our business, and we buy back some life. Because we're all on the same clock. It's ticking. What can we do to make that ticking at the end of this thing, or as soon as we can, buy back some freedom? It's a big deal. It's a big deal. There's no guarantees. But I'll tell you what, this is pretty darn close. And like I said, you get in, we'll show you how to advertise on Facebook and get very inexpensive leads. Very inexpensive leads. And I hate when people sit up there and go, I can do this, I can do that. I can do that. I can't do a lot. I know it's hard to believe, looking like Brad Pitt, that I can also do Facebook ads. But I can. And I can show you how to do it. And I will show you how to do it. You're not going to run faster than we do, but if you're ready to go, let's go. I don't care if you're 55. Oh, what am I going to do now? Well, you can wallow in the mud and do nothing, or jump to all these shiny objects and think it's going to help. 15 years, 10, 12 hours a day. Do you really think you saw something better than what I'm telling you? You can go look, but I think you'll be wasting a lot of time. Check all this stuff out. Get back to us if you have any questions, and we'll answer them. If you look at everything and you say, man, that's just not for me, go for it. But if you look at everything, if you don't look at everything and you decide, well, I don't know, I don't want to work with you anyway. You weren't that serious about changing your life. You couldn't have been. Because I'm serious. I want time. I want to be able to not sit there and go, oh my gosh, the car broke down, I can't fix it. Can't afford it. Because it's there. Money's floating around like mad. Grab it. And what better way than hoping other people get what they want? Anyway, when you're ready, like I said, please don't sit back and say, oh, I don't know this, I don't know that. Contact me, email me, call me, Skype me, send a smoke signal. All of us here are available to talk anytime. I take this very serious about building a business. And first, we got to build a relationship. You've got to know you can trust us. You've got to know that. Me talking means nothing. I'll show it to you. I'll prove it. If you take that step, and I don't care who you are, and you're sitting on the computer right now going, yeah, but that's just not me. How do you know? How do you know? Take your step forward. Start making money. You could change right now. You think you're going to work overtime and make up the difference? Because guess what's coming again? Another crash. Not if. When? And we're going to be ahead of that. We're going to be ready for that. Oh, and by the way, you hear the word cryptocurrency, and I'm sure a lot of people are like, ooh, what the frick, I'm not doing that. Cryptocurrency is going to change millions of lives. It's here to stay. I've been dealing with cryptocurrency for almost 2 years now. The only regret is I haven't been dealing with it for the last 5 years. Okay? Cryptocurrency's made me more money online than anything else combined. Combined. And I didn't have anything like Unify. I didn't have anything that would make a pimple on Unify's behind. I'm not kidding you. This is a big, big deal. And we know it. I want you to know it. Once you know it, make your decision. Don't do it. But my God, get all the facts and then come question us. And like I said, we're working directly with Mike Klingler, and he's the best of the best. We can get answers. There's nobody hiding. Everybody's right there. I'm done for now, and I really appreciate you watching this video, whether it's on recording. A lot of people wanted the recording because they couldn't make it. We have some people overseas, some people in Israel and around the world, and they couldn't make it, and England and all that. And it's 7 hours ahead or 6 hours ahead. So, well, like I said, we're going to do this every Thursday at 8 o'clock, every Thursday. Unless somebody comes in and says, hey, can you do it at this time? We'll do whatever you want. But pass this along to people as I send it to you. Look at it. Get the facts. If you don't have the facts and you're afraid to ask, you don't want it bad enough. Your family's worth it, so are you. Tick, tick, tick. 3 weeks ago I was 20, now I'm 58. What the frick happened? It happens to all of us. Anyway, that's all I got. I got off on this preaching thing, and I'm going to turn it over to Mike.
Yeah, I just want to add a couple of things. When you look at the team build, it all comes back to the product, guys. And the reason I say that is because it's working so well. And whoever gets into Unify and starts using the signals, eventually they are going to share it. And that's why when Marty talks about getting 3 people and then going from there, it can literally set the foundation that will take care of all your finances. Because when people come into Unify and they start using the signals, they will share it. And that's not guesswork. I know that for a fact. They will share it. That's happening to me every single day. People come in, they see the rate of return that they're getting, and let's face it, if we have good news, we're going to share it. That's just human nature. So the product makes everything else work. And what we've put around this product with the team build, with Mike Klingler, with Marty's advertising, with Dan's experience in finance, what we've put around Unify with the team build, we can help if you want to come in and build a team, we can help you do that. And like Marty said, we're not hiding. We're out in the open. We're here to help people, and we're helping a lot of people right now. But if you want to build a team, we'll show you how to do that. And Marty's a little bit, I'm not sure what the word is, but he knows a heck of a lot more than he's saying. When it comes to Facebook advertising, Marty is, I believe, he's one of the premier Facebook advertisers in the country. Yeah, I know. He'll never let me live that down. There are only a handful of people that know what Marty does right now. And with the system that Mike's put together, these leads are going to pop out on the other side. They're going to sign up for Unify. They're going to get the product, and then they're going to want to market it because they see the value in Unify. So everything right now is just hitting on all cylinders. We've got everything, guys. It's a very exciting time right now, and Marty's right on. If you're looking for something online, take a look at Unify. Number one, you're going to fall in love with that, and number two, over time, and some people it takes 6 months, some people it takes a year before they start sharing it. I don't care, because once you start doing that, the doors get wide open, and people will come in, they will sign up, and they will use these signals because they're going to help you retire. And right now, 95% of the American people don't have a clue how to retire. I mean, basically, they're going to be working until they're 80, and we don't want to do that. We don't want you to do that. And we believe we've got the road forward, a way to really get this stuff done. And like Marty said, pass this stuff around, give us a call. If there's a link on this, run over, review the material. I think you're going to get excited about it. Marty, anything else?
No, that's we covered pretty much what we wanted. I just wanted to see if Dan had anything else to say before we sign off.
What do you got, Dan?
No, I think you guys have hit pretty much everything that I've ever thought of and more. The only thing I would add is that this is don't be intimidated by any of this, because it's very simple. It's I've always believed in network marketing because every company out there is network marketing. Word of mouth advertising is the most effective form of advertising there is. So it's very, very simple, but I think an important point here is that you have to be intentional. You have to put a plan together. You have to know what you want in your life. You have to put your priorities in line, and you have to set some goals. And there is balance in our lives. You know, we have our you know, all of us have our spiritual world, we have our financial world, we have our educational world, and we have our recreational world. Of course, we don't want to work our whole lives. You know, we want to be able to enjoy the fruits of our labors, and that's exactly what Unify provides for all of us. And I wouldn't get on this video, this Zoom call, and say that if I really didn't mean it. And these guys are both great. I've known them for years, and I trust them, and they're professionals and experts at what they do. So join us.
Let's get it done.
Thank you, and good night. And like I said, we'll be on here every Thursday night. Be here, invite people. It doesn't matter if you have questions. You know, my email and all that, you'll be getting info from us. Like Mike said, underneath this video, there'll be links to go to other things so you can look at it. I just want to get you the info so you can decide, can we help you? And my answer is yes. So have a nice evening, and chat with you soon.